is, great people? You know who it is. I am Mr. Darkeye. You tuned in to the Mr. Darkeye podcast right here on Anchor FM, New Soul Music Radio, the home of motivation to trust God and live your dreams. Got to give a big shout out to my sponsor, the Super Icy Brothers Premium Frozen Dessert Shop located in Rock Hill, South Carolina and Pineville, North Carolina. Please visit their website at supericybrothers.com for more information. And when you go by, and get you some of those super delicious Italian ices, tell them Mr. Darkeye sent you. Yo, so in the building today, I got somebody, my teacher today. She's going to be my teacher. I got Candice Marks in the building to talk about real estate. And I got a lot of questions. I want to know about all of this, but I want you to give an extended introduction of yourself and tell people a little bit more about who you are and what you do.
All right, what's good? I am, like he said, the Candice Marks, and I'm the Candice Marks because there's no one else like me.
There you go.
Often imitated, but never duplicated.
There you go. Okay, all right. She coming up in here talking that talk.
You know
okay.
what I'm saying? But I am a real estate broker. I've been in real estate for 5 years full time.
Okay.
And I currently have my own brokerage, Legacy Dream Homes.
Ah, congratulations.
Yeah. So I'm super excited about that. A broker means basically I have my own business and I can have agents under me, which I'm looking to bring on 3 agents under me next month. So my team and I, my 2 assistants are ramping up to bring on those agents. So we super excited about that. I do anything from selling houses to helping you purchase a home. I work with investors. I know about flipping, all that stuff. So you get the whole package with me. That's why I'm the Candice Marks. So, you know, that's what's up.
All right. So that's what it is. So you're bringing on 3 agents. So you are, extending and expanding your team.
Absolutely.
So that's a great thing or whatever. But at the end of the day, Legacy is yours.
Yes. Legacy Dream Homes is my real estate company.
Okay, cool. So at this point, you've been doing things on your own for 5 years, you said?
5 years full time, but I've been in real estate for about 7 years. So before I got my real estate license, I was investing.
Okay.
So I dibbled and dabbled in that. I have a really good friend, Nasser Albry, that did the meetup here at 742. He kind of took me under his wing and showed me investing. So I did investing for about 2 years. And then I got my license because I said, you know what, if I can find a house and flip it, and then I can resell it, I'm making money twice. So now basically I just find houses for him, let him do his thing, and then he let me resell it. So
okay, so this is the guy that brought you in and taught you about the business and everything. So what did he tell you? Like, what was the thing that got you so interested in the business?
Wow, that's a good question. So I've always really been interested in real estate, but I grew up in this small town about 45 minutes outside of Charlotte, Hickory, North Carolina. And if you know anything about Hickory, it's super small and country, right?
Okay.
So
smaller than Rock Hill?
Smaller than Rock Hill.
Wow. Okay. All right.
It might be about the same size,
okay,
but I really feel like it's smaller. Anyways, moved to Charlotte and like, I just wasn't happy with my career. And I'm a firm believer that God put people in your life for a reason. So me and Nasser came across paths and he was real estate investing. And I was like, man, I want to be in real estate. So he basically gave me the playbook and told me, like, okay, this is what you do, go do it.
Okay.
And then that was it. So I started doing it basically to do investing, one way to get a hold of the homeowners, because investing is you want to buy a house for cheap. And then you want to turn around and make a profit off of that, right? So he was like, okay, so I need you to go find some sellers, some people that's motivated to sell. And he just left it like that. So I guess he thought I wasn't really doing it. So I came back, I was like, hey, yo, I got like 3 houses. He was like, word? Like, so once that happened, by that time I had already got my real estate license because I told him what I wanted to do. So I brought him these houses. He flipped one. He just gave me what they call a finder's fee for the other one, which is basically like they pay you for bringing them a house or a deal. So he paid me a finder's fee for the other one. He flipped the other one. I turned around and sold it. And that's how it kind of started. From there, like, I just started moving. Like I was like, oh, I could really do this. Like,
wow.
So after that, I sold the first house for him, which was a hard house to sell is a neighborhood that was being gentrified.
Okay.
So we had the highest sale on that street.
Mm-hmm.
And so other realtors were calling me like, hey, yo, how did you get this off? Like it couldn't have appraised.
Right.
So an appraisal is basically when someone to come out to the house and tell you how much the home is worth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, hey, yo, they called like other people calling me. Like, yeah, I got this in the bag. So he started really believing in me, throwing me deals, throwing me, leads. And I just started grinding. And from there, it was just on and popping. So, and it's still on and popping. I'm trying to grow my team now. So that's why, so we can do more business.
There you go. So you just naturally took this on and just went to the top with it. Seemed like just escalated quickly for you. Let's start with obtaining a license.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's that process? Where you go?
Okay, so if you want to do real estate investing, that's a really good question. You don't need a license for that.
Oh, okay.
So there's NARSA actually has a course that you could take. But you can look on YouTube to figure out how to invest. So
right.
You can wholesale.
Yep.
Like it's all on YouTube.
Yep.
Right.
I've been to the school of YouTube. Yeah.
But if you want to actually sell homes, like retail homes, like buy and sell homes for people, you have to have a license for that.
Okay.
And
but you don't have a license. You don't have to have a license for investing, you said.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep. You don't have to have a license for investing.
Okay.
But if you want to sell, like if I come to you and be like, hey, yo, Darkeye, I want to sell your house. And you're like, okay, let me put it on the market. I have to have a license for that.
Okay.
So to be able to advertise it, you have to have a license. So all you have to do is find a school in Charlotte. They have online courses right now. The school I went to was Superior School of Real Estate in Ballantyne, but they have a lot of different locations that you can go to. So you go through the course. Don't ask me how long the course was. It was 3 months or less.
3 months. Okay.
But in that 3 months, you learn 19 chapters of new stuff. And on top of that, you have to learn license law. So it's not an easy task. Like I tell people all the time, I was still working. And my teacher was like, hey, you got to study 40 hours outside of class time. I was like, man, whatever.
40 hours.
That's what he said. So I failed the class the first time because I ain't listened to him. Wow. But the second go around, I was like, you know what? As soon as I wake up, I had to be at work. I work 11 to 7 then. Okay. So I would wake up at 6 o'clock, go to Chick-fil-A. They had this little study room that you can go in. I would study till it's time for me to go to work or go to the library. And then when I got off work at 7, I'm in my room just studying, doing just crazy. So you have to get a license, and the course is very rigorous. And they make it like that on purpose because everybody want to be in real estate, right? It looks so easy, right?
It do look easy.
Finding how to make a bunch of money. That's what people think it's like. But no. But anyways, you take the class. You have to pass the class test to sit for the state board. So you sit for the state board. It's 140 questions in North Carolina. And I think it's about the same in South Carolina as well. Okay. So 100 national questions and then 40 questions just on license law, just like the law of North Carolina. And then after that, you go find a real estate brokerage to hang your license under, and you can sell some houses.
That's what's up. But that's a lot though. Okay. So when you failed, you had to, so there was 3 months, just 3 months and then you had to go back.
Just gone.
So it took you 6 months. Okay. Got you. I got you. Hey, it's all good though. You got it done though.
Absolutely.
You got it done. That's what it is. So, but real quick though, I see why Chick-fil-A went and they had a study room for the employees.
Yeah. Well, anybody could go. Like the one in North Lake Mall in Charlotte off of WT Harris. Yeah. They have a room that you can actually just go in there and work or study or whatever you want to do. And you can rent it out. We used to rent it out too for our study group. We would rent it out, say, hey, we're coming from 5 to 6.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I just wanted to just plug that in there or whatever, man.
That's all day. That's what Popeye chicken sandwiches ain't doing nothing.
They taking care of their employees. That's why they be so happy.
Yes, they be excited.
Golly, man, that is crazy. That's the first time I ever heard that. Okay. Yep. So yeah, you go through all that. Took you 6 months to get it, but you got it, and now you're doing well. So where's the money at? Is the money the same on both sides as far as investing or selling? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the money at?
That's a good question. It just depends. It's all slow money. Like I tell people that all the time.
You say slow money?
Slow money. Oh. People think real estate is so fast. Anything you're doing now takes you about 90 days to see the money.
Okay.
So it's not like a 9 to 5. Like that's why a lot of people.
That's about like the music business.
Yeah. That's how a lot of people get into real estate, and you see them back at work because they're used to that paycheck every week.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just depends. Like you have to be consistent, and you have to be willing. You got to really want to do this because you're working for free for a lot of time. It takes most people 8 months to get their first deal.
This really sounded like the music video. I sound like I might need to do this then, okay? Because I'm used to getting paid like that.
Yeah, I'm telling you. But once you get rolling and you're consistent, see, that's the other thing too. Is consistency is key.
Right.
So, once you become consistent and you have like daily tasks and you're doing the same thing and you see what works, just keep doing it over and over and over again. You're gonna see the fruits of your labor.
Right.
Because like the first year of real estate, I did like maybe 8 deals. Okay. And I was like, man, ain't nobody looking at my stuff. Ain't nobody paying me no attention. Right. And people just started hitting me up left and right. Hey, yo, I watch you on Facebook. I watch you on Instagram. Yada, yada, yada. They don't never like my stuff. So,
right. But they see you though.
But they saw me consistently out there grinding, making videos just in the world. So, I mean, it just depends, really. Yeah. It also depends on the people you know. Right. So I always tell people, try to get into rooms that you are uncomfortable in, because sometimes the people around you, your sphere of influence, ain't gonna make you the money.
That is.
So I
agree. I totally agree with that. You got to get around the right people.
Absolutely.
Because there's a lot of folk out there. I mean, the way they live their life, y'all lives ain't lined up. You know what I'm saying? Your values, it ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So that's why I'm at. So I agree that the consistency is there. You got to fall in love with the process. Yes. You got to love what you do. Yes. So you seem like you really love what you do.
I love what I do. Man, it's hard sometimes. Like it's really hard, and I'm glad you said mindset, because real estate or any business at all, any entrepreneur, is all about mindset. You got to get your mind right first, because it's easy to have those people in your head. Oh, you ain't making no money. Why you still doing this? La yada yada. You wasting time. Go get a job. Blah blah. But then when you start making money, oh, that's my cousin. But and then also, like I tell a lot of people, when you transitioning from doing like corporate America, you have a manager that you have to report to, somebody that's holding you accountable. When you have your own business, you can sleep for 2 weeks.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ain't nobody telling you nothing.
That's why I love being an entrepreneur right there. The freedom of being able to get up and make your own schedules, and then you sometimes, like just maybe last week, I mean, I woke up and said, you know what? I'm canceling all my meetings today. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And just chilling and get my mind right, because it's easy to just get caught up in a routine of doing things. When you got a job, you're in this routine, this cycle. But I love being able to just wake up and not even knowing what to expect. I don't even know what my day gonna be like, but I'm just getting ready to go and make some things happen. But it's a beautiful life. But I think I heard a TikTok video that said I quit my 9 to 5 so I can
not work all the time.
Now I work all the time.
Work 24/7. Like it's crazy.
All the time.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the reason why I do it, and I feel like maybe a lot of other folks say the same, that it's because you love what you do.
Absolutely.
You love the process. Yep. And I think that if you are not using money as motivation, then you are going to attract it.
Absolutely.
If you're not focused on it,
right,
and you continue to keep getting better at what you do, the money will come.
Yeah.
But you're right though. You'll go a long time. Yeah. Ain't made no money. And then them folks talking might sound right for a minute. Right. You like, maybe I should.
Oh, right. Man, let me go get a job right quick. Everybody hired $20 an hour. Let me go to Chick-fil-A.
Exactly. You see 2 words right out of my mouth. I was getting ready to say that. Go to Chick-fil-A because they paying $20 an hour.
I think so. 15 or 20.
Good God Almighty. But it ain't like how it was back in the day.
No, it was like $10.
If that. I remember I worked at Wendy's. I think I made $5, less than $5 an hour. I don't
some
know.
of them did pay like $7.
Yeah, man. So but this entrepreneur life is not for the weak.
It's not. I say that all the time, and people just see us, and they're like, You selling houses, you got money. Like, how you know I got money? You see my bank account?
So that's the perception though, right? That's the misconception.
That's the misconception, yeah.
So what do you think it like for those on the outside looking in and they thinking that well, if you can get into these details, how much money, like what those numbers look like in the beginning when you start selling houses?
Well, the average commission in Charlotte is about $6,000.
Okay.
That's the average.
Okay.
Well, of course, you can make more than that. A lot of people that usually start out with first-time home buyers. So they're looking in that $200,000, $250,000 price range. So there's no set commission that you get. Typically, it's about 3% of the cost of the home, but it can be 2.5%. It can be 2%. Some people start to pay a flat fee of like $1,500. And so that's the other thing you got to think about too is like, how are you financial wise? Or how are you with your finances? Because say you showing this person a house for 3 months and they go with this builder that pay $1,500 flat. You just work 3 months for $1,500. You know what I'm saying? And you still got to wait for it to close. So it just depends. Like, but average right now is about $6,000. Like I said, you can make more. It's all about you and your mindset and your grind. Like if you have a $6,000 mindset, that's what you're going to make.
You know what? That is very true because I remember like my first couple years in business, I was just thinking about breaking even for some reason. Like as long as I break even, I'm good. And that's exactly what I did, you know, but when I started thinking profit and start, you know, thinking more, then I started making more. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, your mindset will definitely, you know, take you places, whether you want to believe that or not. Like it'll take you as far as you can go with your mindset. But so when do you start getting into like the big bucks though? Like how do you know what I'm saying? Like how do you get to that point?
To me, like I said, it depends on you.
It just depends on you.
It depends on you, your hustle, your grind. Because I mean, you can sell 20 houses and make $6,000 each or more. Or more. So you have to think about your mindset. You have to think about your goals and your why. Like, why are you doing this? Where do you want to be financially? So once you look at those goals and figure out like, okay, what price point do I need to be in to get that? So what 3% or 2%? Most of the time when you think about your goals, you want to do it off of like 2% instead of 3%, just in case you get cut somewhere. So you just want to think about your why, your mindset, and what your big goals are, and go after that. Because in real estate, I mean, it's millionaires in real estate. And then there's thousandaires. You know what I'm saying? And some people that it's okay with doing 4 deals a year and only making $12,000. You know what I'm saying? Or that's more than $12,000, $20,000 or whatever. They just want to use real estate to buy their Louis and their Gucci. But then there's some people like me that want to build generational wealth for my future kids and my family. So for me, my second year, I did 16 deals. My next year I did 24 deals. So, and even like I keep growing every year, but it's because of my mindset and my grind and my hustle. And I always keep my why in my head. And I'm always looking at numbers. You got to be a numbers person or you need a numbers person on your team.
Yeah, so somebody got to be.
Somebody got to be on your team. So you got to review your numbers and see. And what I do too is like, I look at top agents that where I want to be at. Okay, so they doing this. What is their average price point? So now I still help first time home buyers, but I'm more trying to go into the luxury part because with luxury, you know, I'll go ahead and tell y'all this. I ain't never told anybody this, but my first $1 million house, my first $1 million house I sold in 2020, which was my 3rd year in real estate full time. Most people don't do that. So it was 1.2 million and I made $36,000 off of that one deal. Now, most people make that a year or less. I mean, you're going to take taxes out of that, but I did 24 deals that year. So, I mean, that year I made over $100K after taxes.
That's what's up.
So, and that was my 3rd year in real estate. So it just depends on you. You know what I'm saying? Like my first year, I might have made like 40, 50. Then after that, I made like 70. Then I went over 100. So you can go wherever you want to go. But like I said, I always look at my numbers at the end of the year. And every quarter, I'm looking at my numbers. Like, where am I? What are my goals? What do I need to adjust to get there? So.
And you are bringing on people who are going to be selling
Yes.
houses.
Yes.
So are you adding any investors to your team, or you just finding people to sell?
That's a great question. So
Hey, I'm good at this. I've been doing this for about 4 years now. I'm gonna ask these good questions.
Yes. So one of the agents that I'm going to bring in on, she actually is an investor as well.
Okay.
So, but with real estate, because no one regulates investing, you kind of got to keep that kind of separate from the retail side of business, because we are very regulated by the commission, and they will crack down on us and take our license in a minute.
Yeah.
So, yes, I do work with some investors. I only work with a certain few because a lot of people like to waste your time, and I don't got time to waste. So.
Right, nobody got time for that.
But most of the people the 3 that I will bring on, they will be licensed agents.
Okay. But
I will allow for them to invest as well, because a lot of brokerages are not investor friendly.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you need do you actually, now this might be a crazy question, but I'm asking this based off some information that I heard you say before.
Okay.
That you don't actually need money to invest.
Right.
And I know some people are like, how you going to invest without money?
Yeah.
So explain that.
Okay, let me see how I can break this down. So yes, you do not need money to be an investor.
Okay.
You really don't need money to be a real estate agent.
Right.
Like my first year, I wasn't just throwing money at leads and stuff like I wasn't buying leads. Like I went out there and hit the ground and hustle. But for an investor, you can be what we call a wholesaler. Okay. So basically what you're going to do, I'm going to try to break this down as simple as possible. So basically what I'm going to do is like, say I'm going to come knock on your door. I'm going to be like, hey, I want to buy your house. Now, I already ran the numbers on your house, know how much that I can sell it for because I know your neighborhood. So I say, and I know your house is worth like $80,000. So I say, hey, yo, I want to buy your house. I want to buy it for $30,000. And you're like, okay, cool, whatever. Take it as is, $30,000. So I have a list of cash buyers, people that got the money. I don't have the money. I have some cash buyers that I'm going to hit up and say, hey, I'm going to sell you this house. I'm going to buy it from you for $30,000. I'm going to sell it to them for $50,000. Because then I'm like, hey, you don't need like $20,000 worth of work. You can make $80,000. You have $80,000 off of it. So I'm gonna sell it, buy it from you. I'm gonna make $20,000 because they're gonna pay $80,000, and then they're gonna keep and then you keep the rest. So it kind of worked like that. That kind of makes sense. So basically, you just putting two and two. You the middleman. Right. So you go find the person that want to sell the house, and you bring it to your cash buyers with the money.
Oh, okay. So that's how. Okay, so that's how it works. Yeah. Okay, I got you. I'm with you. Yeah. Or whatever. That might be something I can do because I used to, where I still am, the plug for a lot of situations, bringing things together. So yeah, that sounds like something I might need to go ahead and
you don't need a license to wholesale right now.
For right now, yeah.
In some states that's requiring it.
Okay.
Yeah, some states are starting to require it. Like South Carolina just said, like you cannot. Because you used to be able to put a house on the market with a realtor, with a licensed agent, and you don't own it yet. But South Carolina just said, well, you can't do that. You got to let the person know that you're buying it from. So then that mess up your game because I'm buying it from you for $30,000. I'm about to sell it to them for $50,000 and make $30,000 off. I mean, $20,000 off of it. And you probably going to be like, nah, bro, I'm just going to sell it to them. I ain't going to, I'm going to cut you out the middle.
Cut you out.
But yeah, you can't put it on the market on Zillow or anything anymore in South Carolina, but you still can make money. Like you don't even need all that. You just need a list of buyers. And the way to find that, you can look on Craigslist. You can even look on Zillow. There's other programs you can purchase to find like cash buyers in that area. And you come up with a list of cash buyers. The way that you find houses, you can find beat up houses. So just drive around your city or your neighborhood or whatever, and the area you want to wholesale in, find that beat up houses, the houses that's boarded up, the houses that have tarp on the roof, houses that's just crazy, like tall grass. Make a list of those houses. You go to your county website. It's usually like Polaris, Polaris. You can put like York County Polaris, which is the county we in, or Mecklenburg County Polaris. Put that in there. It'll pull up the site. So you just put the address in there, and it's gonna give you the owner information. Wow. So you just either you can send the owner a letter, like I was telling you I did before. You send the owner a letter and say, hey, I want to buy your house at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Street. Keep it real simple. Put your number on there and people will start calling. Now, it might take you a few times to do that. And you can't go out here now. You can't go out here and just send out 5 and think you're going to get get a return. You got to send out at least about 150 at a time at a minimum, I say.
Right. in order to get the response or whatever.
Right.
Okay, real quick, we're going to take a break because the segment is about to end, but we having a great conversation. I want to talk a little bit more about flipping them houses too, because I like the idea of that as well. But we talking with Candice Marks. We talking about getting this money, baby.
Yeah.
So don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. All right, what up, good people? You listen to the Mista Darkeye podcast. We're back with Candice Marks, real estate broker of Legacy Dream Homes. And we get ready to talk about flipping houses. And Candice just told me that you watch these shows on TV and it's fake.
Mm-hmm.
It is, don't believe what you see.
Man,
television.
They be capping.
They be capping on there. So what they just making it good for TV? Is that they just making good TV? Is that what it is?
Basically, yeah. So basically they exaggerate the truth.
Okay.
A lot of times when you go in a house, it's just not that quick in and out. Like sometimes they show you like a lot of the problems and the issues and things like that. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times those numbers don't make sense. Mm-hmm. Like most real estate investors are not going to buy a house and make a $10,000 spread. That's just too tight. A lot of times when you go inside of a house, start tearing down walls and stuff, that $50,000 just went to $80,000 to flip this house. Okay. Because you have plumbing, you have the heating and air conditioning unit. You might have to replace that roof. You might have to tear that whole thing down all the way to the studs and replace floor, the wood under the floor, like all everything. Yeah. So HGTV, man, they make that stuff look so easy and so lavish, and it's just not what it is. Especially with the houses, the realtors on there that sell houses, man. They make you seem like you can work at Harris Teeter and your wife work at Chick-fil-A. You're gonna get an $800,000 house. That's a lie. Yeah, that math ain't math, and so that's not how that works. And it takes a lot more time and money than what they portray on TV. Okay. So, of course, on TV as well, like they be flipping a lot of houses, but a lot of people invest into these shows because they know that can kind of get their name out there. Or, you know what I'm saying? So they can be on the TV, so they'll give them a house or what have you. And those numbers just they be fake. It's fake news. So
fake news.
It's fake news.
So, but in real life, when it comes down to flipping houses, all right, like how do you, like what's the steps to getting into that? So it's real easy. Okay. You basically, because they have like different types of lending that you can get. Okay. Now, one thing you can do is use somebody else's money. So what we call that like a JV. So you go find the house and you find the person with the money and you prove to them that you're going to make a great profit on this home. Joint venture, right? Yep. Joint venture. Okay. So yeah, you can do a joint venture with somebody that have the money and just kind of walk through them. Of course, you ain't going to make a whole lot on that one, but you can do it that way. You can get hard money. Hard money is basically like you just need somebody else's credit, really, to qualify for a hard money loan. And a hard money loan is basically, instead of going through your traditional banks and stuff like that, these are people with money and they want to invest it. So they know if they lend it to you, they're going to charge you about 11% or more interest on it. But that 11% is nothing when you about to make $50,000 to $100,000 on the flip, right? So you go find a house and you can use the hard money. Even if your credit is not the best, you go find a partner to help you get that money, or to be able to do it that way. Right. The more and more you telling me about this business, it sounds just like the music business. It's crazy that the similarities to it, like for real, it's just really, I feel like I would really do well in this business because it's a lot of things that lining up with exactly what I deal with on the side of music. And it's funny you said that. Just real quick, I'll plug in. I sold insurance before I became a realtor. Okay. And I ran my own team. And I was a top insurance agent in my department, in my location in Charlotte. So I use a lot of those same sales tactics in real estate. It's all the same. You just got to have the entrepreneur mindset, you know what I'm saying? And that you want to go get it. Like the same thing when I was there. I had a goal. I wanted to make a certain amount of money. I knew what I wanted my bonus to be. They was giving me mad overtime. Like, oh, I'm about to get this overtime and this bonus. Like, people was like, how do you do it? You don't talk to nobody. You're right. Because y'all ain't making me no money. Like, I didn't want to come to my desk, sit down, talk to these people,
and flip these insurance policies. So entrepreneurship is the same, or selling across the board. Like, so
I believe that, because really, like, once you kind of learn the structure of like a business model, you can apply it to anything.
Absolutely.
And really, see how to form that system in order to find success in it. It's the same across the board. I believe that too. So it just seems like you really define your niche. Like, this is your thing. Yeah. But you've been okay. You got success stories though across the board, no matter what you do. So you just really a go-getter.
I really am.
That's like, what's not
up. To toot my own horn, pat myself on the back, but I mean, it just is what it is. Like,
where you get it from? Where you think you get that from?
I get it from my mom.
There you go. There you go.
My mama always been a hustler. She always taught me to hustle. Yeah. I just didn't want to hustle the way she hustled.
Right.
That's somebody else's job. But yeah, I get it from my mama, and wanting to be an entrepreneur. When I was in high school, I wanted to be in real estate. I wanted to be an architect. I wanted to do interior design. Okay. I just couldn't. I didn't have the right means and the resources around me to tell me go do this or how to do it. So I just feel like it all aligned in God's timing. So
there it is.
Yep.
There it is. And that's interior design. Because I see how you got your office laid out over there. That's you. That's you.
It ain't even done yet, but you know.
It ain't done yet. I see. So you got an eye for that. And that all comes into play with what you do as far as houses is concerned. So you're going to get ready to start decorating people's houses too?
Nah, I ain't for that. But the good thing is.
It's good money in that though.
It is, but I'm let somebody else do that. We're gonna hire somebody else for that. But the good thing is though, I can go in somebody's home and tell them how to get it ready to sell. Okay. Because every house ain't ready to sell. Right. Like you can't just people think you can just throw a house on the market just because it's what we call a seller's market. Not a lot of houses on the market. Anybody gonna buy it. That ain't how it works. Right. So I can go in there and be like, do this, do that, do this, do that, get some great photos, and man, get that thing so fast.
See, that's a plus. Yeah. So you see, that's a plus for you, because that's like another edge on your situation to help you sell houses, because you can go in there and tell them how to make it look.
Right. And I know investors with money. So that's the other thing. That's the other thing too. Like, they have transactional funding that you can use to buy money, to buy houses. Sorry, not
buy money?
To buy houses. Sorry.
But that sounds like something that we can talk. Yeah, I think you can do that too. Go ahead though.
Yeah, so transactional funding is basically where you have a deal, and the investor I work with, he has a company called Flash Funding, and basically you go to him and be like, "Hey, yo, I got this deal. I'm closing on it. I got a buyer. I'm closing on it next week. I just need you to loan me the $30,000. He gonna give you that money. No credit check. No, nothing. Simple 5-minute application. He just want to see the contract. He want to see both contracts so he can make sure you ain't lying. He gonna throw you that $30,000, and then get this, it's only a 1% interest rate.
Wow.
So you ain't even gotta use hard money.
Right.
With that 11%, you can use this transactional funding, and I know that they funded deals up to like $800,000. So like you can just go to him and be like, "Hey, yo, I got the deal. Prove it to him, and you got the money."
See. All of this is now starting to make even more sense to me. The reason why, you can go in without money and just put everything together. You see houses, you see this, you go to the people who got the money, and then you show them proof that everything is legit, and they, got you. I got you. All right, okay, all right. I might be getting ready to add to my portfolio.
Yeah, go ahead, add it. And then that's the other thing too about getting in rooms with people.
Right.
Like, they want to see you showing up. Yeah. So that's how you really make these buyers, these people with the money, want to give you money. Like, you keep showing up. He's showing up for free. Like, can I help you with this? Can I walk alongside you with this? Can I volunteer to do this for you? Just to get in that room, get in that person's good graces. And when it's time for you to flip these houses, you already got the money. You don't need your money, because old buddy gonna lend it to you. Because
see, these relationships is money in the bank too.
Absolutely.
That's like currency.
Literally, your network is your net worth. Like, that never made. People said that all my life, but it did not make sense until I owned my own real estate business. Right. Because the $1 million house I sold was my old manager's sister.
Oh, okay.
And not only did I sell them a house, I sold their daddy a house. So I made 2 deals off of that.
There you go. So all because of your relationship.
All because of that network. Yep.
Yeah. It could go a long way. It definitely do. I've been able to be able to make a phone call and get stuff done just because of that.
Absolutely.
You know, emails, whatever, you know, I agree. I totally agree. So y'all get out here and build these relationships. Don't be afraid to meet people. Absolutely. Because I know for me, it was a little difficult because I'm a little bit of an introvert. Yes. Like, I don't really like to be around people all the time. Yes. And people be like, how you conduct business if you don't do that? But I think that's the reason why God is like really using me in a space to excel, because otherwise, I don't know if I'd be able to do it the way I'm doing it without him kind of guiding me through it. But it's been a journey, because I've been full time doing what I do since 2016, and it's been like the most challenging and craziest journey. But you know, but at the end of the day, like you say, the consistency. I'm gonna plug my acronym. I like to call it CASH. Commitment, availability, sacrifice, and hard work. Absolutely. I feel like that's it's a formula to guarantee your position for success. I don't think nothing guarantees success. Right. But you can guarantee your position. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now if you in position, you know, it could definitely happen. One day it's going to happen. One day you can't give up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Was your mama an entrepreneur as well?
She was not. No, she worked at factories, but she always worked hard. Like, she always had like 2 or 3 jobs to make sure we was taken care of.
There you go.
And she was always a hustler. Like,
there you go.
No offense. You don't depend on no man. I don't care if he do got money. You get your own stuff.
There you go. There you go.
But she just taught me to be independent and work hard. But like I said, I ain't want to work hard for somebody else, because I've been in management. I see how they do employees. I see what they say behind closed doors, and then come out here and then do all this other craziness. You know what I'm saying? So these people don't. I'm not gonna say all of them. Some management don't care if you here today, go tomorrow. They're gonna hire the next person.
There you go.
And my mindset was my mindset always been like, why need to work hard for you, miserable at this job, when I can go work hard for myself and have a couple hard days, but I ain't got to worry about you on my back and kissing your tail. Like, so.
That was my thing about having a job too. Like, I couldn't stand somebody telling me what to do all the time. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Especially when you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Right, yeah.
They want to hear themselves talk.
I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. The last job I had, I was a truck driver. And I couldn't stand, like, I would work all day, finish my route. And as soon as I'm getting ready to go home, be like, hey, I need you to run one more. Yep. Do one more stop. I'm done.
I'm ready to go.
I'm done. I'm out the door. And then what the crazy part about it was, is like, when we leaving the building, the manager's office was like right there by the exit door. And they got this big old window where you gotta duck under the window so they won't see you. Because as soon as they see you, they hit you with this hand right here. Crazy. Hey, come here. Hey, man, I'm gone, man. You know, I ain't even got kids. I'd be like, man, I gotta go pick up my kids. Right. I'm making up babies.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. They'll work you in the ground.
Hey, man, I'm saying, like, it was one of those things where I feel like that's the reason why I was destined to be an entrepreneur. Plus, I wasn't the best employee. Late all the time, you know.
That's because you didn't like it.
I didn't. Yeah, you just wake up with this heaviness on you, like, this ain't for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you ain't got to worry about me not being on time when it comes down to what I love, though.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You do it tired.
You know. I mean, you know, I was a little late today, though.
No,
disclaimer.
It's all good.
But you know, because I didn't get into bed till like 6 a.m. So I had to get my rest. Rest is important, people.
It is.
So don't be everybody be talking about I work. I sleep when I'm gone. Nah,
that's crazy.
Get your rest.
That's crazy, because what happens is your cup becomes so full and running over that you have nothing else to give. So then that's when you start going back to that mindset, like, man, I'm gonna get me a job. Like, I ain't gotta work all the time getting a job. So your rest is important. Take vacation. Like, there's a lot of realtors that I ain't took a vacation in 5 years. That's you.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that. Like, and then also even make time for yourself, even if it's not a vacation. Like, be disciplined and set boundaries.
Right.
Like, I used to answer my phone all the time for my clients. I ain't care. 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Like, I didn't care. I stopped that.
Setting boundaries.
I set those boundaries, and, you know, it's some realtors that be like, nah, they're going to find somebody else. Well, if it's your client, they're not going to, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And if it's for you, it's for you. Like, so once I started doing that, man, I feel so much better. It's not like I don't love what I do, but you have to set those boundaries to get that rest, like you said.
I used to do the same thing. I used to feel like I got to go above and beyond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was telling my clients same thing, like, hit me up, no matter 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. If I'm up, I got you.
Right.
Man, they take advantage of that, though.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, okay, I got to stop this. Like, I start setting hours and those boundaries because, you need time for yourself. You need time to reset, all that, it's very important. It's very important.
And they respect it too.
Yeah, they will.
Like one thing I learned from a training that I took, like they say, you got to teach people how to treat you.
Yeah.
Because they'll walk all over you. They know they calling you at 3 o'clock in the morning. If I call you at 3 o'clock in the morning, you'll be pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
But you calling me, think I'm about to answer. Like now I even look at my phone. If it's not urgent, if it's urgent, I will. But 9 times out of 10, it's just a question that could wait till the morning.
Yeah.
So,
for sure. It really do. They be tripping. And then you be like, really, Doug, this could have waited till tomorrow.
It really could have. And also, like, give people that's entrepreneurs a break.
Yeah.
Like, you go to McDonald's 50 times, pay $50, and they mess up your order every time. And you'll still go back. Entrepreneur don't answer your call one time.
They give you hell.
Man, it's a bad review on Google. Y'all need to cut that out.
They do. They really do. They give you hell. And I don't understand how they don't realize, like, how many people I deal with on a daily basis.
Right.
So it's like, you got to give me some room, give me some time.
To think, especially a introvert. I'm an introvert too. So
you are?
I feel you all day long.
Yeah.
And I'm glad my husband get it, because when he get off work, he downstairs, I'm upstairs, we just detoxing. Like, hey, bro, I love you, but I'm gonna holler at you in like 2 hours. That's what's up.
So you recently got married?
Yeah, I recently got married last March. Yep.
Because I know last time you had a boyfriend, so you got a husband now. There you go. There you go. Hey. That's progress. That's what's up. You excelling in life all together. You say why you up in here smiling and going.
God is just blessing me.
God is great. God is good. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's all right. Well, you know what? I got to give you flowers because I feel like overall you have shared. I mean, even though it ain't been easy, but you have overcome all your challenges and you ain't letting nothing punk you.
Yeah.
You kept going and here you are, with your own business. And you're doing well, and you're married now.
Yes,
I'm married. Now you ready to start having them babies and all that.
Yeah,
building your family. Yeah, give you another year. That's what's up. Hey, but at the end of the day, take your time, live your greatest life.
Yeah.
Because you are definitely killing it, Miss Candice Marks. So, how can people get in contact with you in regards to getting into this business, or just want to chop it up with you about the business?
Yeah, so my office is located at 742 North Anderson, Suite 208.
Yeah.
It's on one of them corners. Just come find me. My business name is on the door, Legacy Dream Homes. My number is 803-558-9448. I'm on Facebook as Candice Marks. I'm on Instagram as The Candice Marks. You can look up my business, Legacy Dream Homes. Hit me up, slide in my DMs.
All right, hubby ain't gonna want
about real estate.
Hubby gonna be like, what you mean? Nah, hey.
He's trying to make us some money. He just want me to smile and wink at him real quick.
There you go. It's all good. I believe that you I don't even know your husband, but I believe that you got a supportive, loving husband at home. But yeah, congratulations again on everything, though. I'm definitely gonna be looking into doing some stuff, man, because I feel like now I know a little bit more about the business. Thank you for being my teacher today.
Absolutely, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm humbled. Like, wow.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? The Mista Darkeye podcast. This is what we do, people. We bringing my people on so we can talk about some things, educate, motivate, and most of all, motivate people to trust God, live their dreams, because we live in ours, you definitely can live yours. He's doing it for us, he'll do it for you. Thank y'all for listening and kicking it with us today. This has been dope. I had a great time talking to you, Candice. So make sure y'all tune in and get back to this motivation anytime and every time you can right here on the Mista Darkeye podcast. You know where to find me. I'm gonna be here each and every time. We'll catch y'all next time. We out. Yeah.